Welcome to Privacy News Online Weekly News. My name is Brian Tong and I am your host. Police are increasingly using digital vehicle forensics to solve cases. Police departments around the country have been solving cases by pulling valuable information off of vehicles left at crime scenes. Now, this is done with third-party software offered by a Maryland-based company called Burla Corp. You might not realize this, but cars store a lot of potentially useful private information, including recordings of voice commands, information from synced phones, and much, much more. AI isn't always right. New Jersey man sues police after incorrect facial recognition match leads to wrongful arrest. So let's go to The Intercept's Micah Lee for more on this story.
Najir Parks was wrongfully arrested in February 2019 due to an incorrect facial recognition match. He's now suing the New Jersey Police Department and prosecutor for violating his civil rights, false arrest, and false imprisonment. Parks was in jail for 10 days, and even once he was released, the charges against him weren't dropped until November 2019. This is the third known instance of facial recognition technology leading to a wrongful arrest.
Thanks for all that, Micah, and to learn more about The Intercept, check out the links below. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation-backed project suffers data breach, 930,000 children affected. Get Schooled, an educational nonprofit created by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Viacom, and AT&T, has suffered a data breach which affects 930,000 students. Breached information includes physical address, school name, phone number, email address, and more. The breach was discovered by a British cybersecurity firm called TurgeonSec, and like too many data breaches before it, was the result of an unsecured database. All right, let's check out the latest cybersecurity news from Josh, our correspondent from Intego.
Here's this week's top cybersecurity story, brought to you by Intego. A backdoor account has been discovered in more than 100,000 Zyxel firewalls, VPN gateways, and wireless access point controllers. Security researchers have found a hard-coded username and password in Zyxel firmware. Logging into an affected Zyxel device can grant an attacker full root-level access to the hardware. This flaw could be exploited by anyone from run-of-the-mill cybercriminals to state-sponsored threat actors. While patches are available for most affected Zyxel hardware, the company's NXC series wireless controllers aren't expected to be patched until April. If you use affected hardware, patch it as soon as possible or implement controls to prevent unauthorized access. That's it for now. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks for all of that good stuff as usual, Josh. Now let's get back to more privacy news. Neopets is still a thing and it's exposing sensitive data. The virtual pet game from your childhood is the latest company to suffer a data breach. Security Ledger reports that 2 security researchers used a security scanning tool on Neopets' website to discover a misconfigured server which exposed employee emails, user IP addresses, user database credentials, and the entire Neopets codebase. On their end, Neopets has acknowledged the exposed server, they removed it, and told reporters that no user or account information was accessed. But if you had a kitty cat Neopet, it might be saying, meowch. Some UK stores are using facial recognition to track shoppers. Co-op, a grocery chain in the United Kingdom, has been trialing real-time facial recognition to try and identify shoplifters for at least the last 18 months. The real-time facial recognition augments existing CCTV installations, and it's provided by a London-based company called FaceWatch. Now, Co-op didn't make a public announcement of the facial recognition trial, choosing instead to only put signs up at the stores that are part of the program. Ugh. Now you're up to date on the latest. Privacy News Online is brought to you by Private Internet Access, the award-winning no-log VPN service who reminds you to always use protection. Now start the new year right with a VPN subscription from Private Internet Access and protect up to 10 of your devices at the same time with apps for Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. Don't wait another second. Check out the links below where you can also find a link to learn more about all the stories in this week's Privacy News Online. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brian Tong, and we'll see you next week.